Hey, Scott from Aristocob.com here.
Seth from TheShrinkingPastor.com.
Together, the three of us, we are Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. Welcome back once again for Tobacco Advent. Good morning, boy.
Good morning, Homer.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Well, as well.
Excellent.
I'm a little scared, a little reluctant to smoke this. I have smoked this tobacco before, and this would be on my naughty list.
Yeah.
But let's throw it to Dave.
Right.
Maybe Dave can tell us what he thinks of it.
Morton Cellar. Now, this is my favorite tobacco to date, hands down. I love this tobacco. It tastes amazing out of any pipe I smoke, especially out of a corn cob. But just out of any pipe I smoke, it smokes phenomenal. So sending you guys a sample of that as well. So I really hope you guys enjoy that because it's my favorite.
So, thank you for sending along one of your favorites. That's great. I've had this before. Not a huge fan, but we'll try it again in the spirit of Tobacco Advent.
And that was before this turnaround.
It's true. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, boy.
Thank you.
So, we are lighting these up, loading them up. Can you give us our question of the day, please?
So, the question for you guys is, have you ever eaten fruitcake? And if you have, did you like it? As far as myself, I really don't recall, to be honest with you. I'm going to say no, because it's not really something we ever have at our house at all. It's not something I grew up as part of a Christmas tradition or anything. If I have eaten it, I'm going to say I probably didn't like it just because it wasn't really something that was memorable enough for me to say that I did like it. But then again, it wasn't memorable enough to say that I didn't like it either. So who really knows for sure?
Okay, Morton Cellar. Nope. Okay, question, that was good. Good question. Have you had fruitcake?
I know that I have. I know that I have had it. And I know that I have had it with and without whatever goes into it. Is it rum?
It's rum, yeah.
Yeah. At the time I had it, both times I didn't care for it. I didn't care
Do you
for it.
recall
It was
what it's about it that you don't like?
Okay. Oh, well, I remember it being just incredibly dense, and
It is dense.
Without the rum, it's very dry.
Is it?
What I had was, I believe.
Okay, yeah.
With the rum, it's very rummy, which just didn't appeal to me.
You know, there are a couple of famous brands out there. There's a brand that's made in Texas that's sold. It's in a ring, has all kinds of fruit and a lot of nuts in it as well. Really super expensive. That's super expensive for a cake. It's like $25 for the small one. That's a little teeny thing, and then they go up $70, $80
Fruit
range.
is expensive, though.
Well, but the whole
Plus the
reason,
process of it.
the whole
Canning
reason fruit. See, I want to do it again. My brain is wanting to say
cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
It's not cheesecake.
Fruit,
it's fruitcake.
Fruit salad. Everything but that. Needs to end. Anyway, one of the reasons why fruitcake caught on was it was a way of preserving your fruit that was plentiful in the fall, but then you got nothing in January, February, and by adding things like alcohol to it, that helps to preserve it. It also makes it more palatable, I guess, for people who like alcohol. But
we don't need that now.
The most popular brand of fruitcake, though, is this one right here, and feel this.
Dense.
That weighs a pound, and it's
dense.
Not very large.
It's mostly transparent.
Well, that's the wrapper, son.
No, I mean you can see a good way.
Transparent. So we're gonna try this. I bought the version that's sliced, and this is Claxton, the Claxton Bakery, Claxton fruitcake, world famous. It's available in all your grocery stores. This particular log cost about $5. I couldn't find any of the other ones, and I even went to the Teat to find it.
I'm real excited about this.
I bet you are. So number one ingredient. Start.
As excited as you were about Frog Morton.
The way that you read ingredients, if you don't know, the earlier ingredients in the list are more plentiful, and then they get less and less as you go. So the top ingredient is raisins, followed by orange peel. Orange peel. So this is going to be quite zesty.
And potentially bitter.
Pineapple, flour. Then we jump past several of the things that make up the flour. Cherries, nut meats, which are almond, pecan, and walnuts. Then water, corn syrup, sugar, high fructose corn syrup, margarine, liquid margarine, salt, and on into the preservatives.
Well, there's some problems.
Says it's best when served chilled.
It has my 3 favorite types of sugar in it.
Corn syrup,
sugar, and high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people don't know the difference between corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup. So they'll see corn syrup on the label and they'll go, oh, we can't give this to the kids. It has corn syrup. And why is that? Because I think I saw something on Netflix one time that says it's bad. Right. I don't really know why.
So, this is already sliced, isn't it?
It says it's sliced. I'm not sure which way it's sliced.
Not looking sliced to me.
I don't know.
Just rip off a hunk of that.
That isn't the way I would have sliced it, though. It says sliced. I think that's a lie.
There is not.
No perforations. So check that out. We got some cherries. We got some green something or other. That's not quite mold yet. Lots of raisins. It's moist and sticky. And that's one for the mouse. See, I'm an adult now. This doesn't bother me. In fact, that's kind of the way I like my oatmeal anymore. I'll go in when I'm staying at a Hampton Inn, and they have these little fixins that you can put into your oatmeal.
Yeah.
And I'll fill the bottom of my bowl with raisins and some cinnamon sugar, I believe what it is, brown sugar, a little bit of cinnamon. Then I'll put the oatmeal over top of that. And then that way the oatmeal will kind of rehydrate the raisins a little bit, make them a little bit moist. All right. I don't know what's going on there. Is that awful? It's not awful.
It's not awful. But I can tell you that 90% of the other things that would be at a meal where this would be served is what I would go for before going for this. And that's true for me of most desserts. We've talked about that. I'd rather have another slice of pizza than a cupcake. Yeah. Usually I'd rather have whatever. I'd rather have another serving of mashed potatoes than this. It's not the worst. There's some flavor in there, though. One of the fruits I'm not a huge fan of. I don't know if it's a pineapple or...
It's the one that's green.
Is it? Let's see. I got a big hunk of green right here.
I don't even know what that is. That may be the pineapple.
No, I think the pineapple is yellow. I think that's the pineapple.
Okay. It's the green thing. Maybe that's the lime zest. Would make sense that they'd make that green. Now, there's another kind of fruitcake that's very popular in Europe. I'd say most popular in Germany. I don't even know how you pronounce it. Stollen? Spelled like stolen. But it's actually more of a fruit bread, I guess you could say. So, we got some of that down here in the tool chest.
Gosh.
So that's what this is. But from a density standpoint, this is 16 ounces. And again, that's just a solid block. Look at the size comparison here. Feel this. It's wrapped up so nicely, too. So for something that's physically 3 times the size, it actually weighs less.
This is 14 ounces.
So let's open that up.
This is actually bread.
This is the end we open. I know, that's what I said.
I wasn't listening then. Huh.
So bread was honored in pagan times as the staff of life and also as a sacred symbol. Its uses have been a constant theme of German prose and poetry. As far as can be determined, stollen, which is in reality a form of bread, was made during the Middle Ages. It is believed to have been the first made in Dresden, Germany, and thus Dresden-style stollen has become the benchmark of all. I'm pronouncing this wrong. Probably stollen.
Stolen.
It's unique cake
it looks like it's got
bread.
cinnamon, the sugar on top, definitely filled with raisins.
It says that
Smells good.
our bakers have the skill to know just when the yeast has risen enough, ideal time to be baked. They pick the finest raisins and fruits and soak them in the purest Caribbean rum for days until they almost burst with flavor. What's that?
This is a packet of Frau Helga sugar.
Oh, it's a powdered sugar. Yeah, that's right. The stuff usually has powdered sugar on it. Each of our loaves is washed with pure sweet butter, then lovingly baked to perfection. So, anyway, I, of course, Googled fruitcake and wanted to learn what I could. And there's a couple interesting facts about this, but the fact that this bread, oh yeah, it looks really good. Sweet cheeks.
Hey,
Sweet jeans.
Sweet pants.
All right, so let's break some of that off. And I saw that this was one of the styles of fruitcake, and I remember having this while I was in Germany one time. And I didn't really equate it with fruitcake, but now that I see it, it looks like a cinnamon raisin bun, doesn't it?
It smells like.
I don't know if there's any cinnamon to it.
It smells like
Gosh.
monkey bread.
That's great.
Yeah.
Smelling anyway. Oh, it's got some cherries in it too. Yeah. Right off the bat, just the texture alone, I would do this over the traditional fruitcake.
Yeah. I would like this even more if it didn't have all the fruit in it. I mean,
it'd be a donut, right?
yeah. That's really good.
So I wasn't sure if we had had fruitcake. It's been a while since I'd had fruitcake, and I thought to answer this question honestly. The question is, have I had it? Well, yes, I have. Did I like it? Yeah, more than I did when I was younger. But this stuff, I like this.
So where did you get this? Did you say?
Harris Teeter.
Nice. All right. I think that about does it for today.
It does. Thanks for watching. Why don't you tell us, have you had this tobacco? Have you had Morton Cellar? It's kind of one of those popular blends that most everybody has tried. What do you think of it? What do you think of it?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it strong.
It is strong. And how about fruitcake? When was the last time you had that, and did you like it? See you tomorrow.
Yeah.